guys, and welcome to week 2 of our studio workout. We're going to start just by setting ourselves up again. So, our feet are hip socket distance apart. Just take a check, because often we kind of make our hips a little bit wider than they are. We want to make sure that it's like we're imagining the bones coming all the way up into our pelvis. Okay? Our shoulders are relaxed down the back, arms are just hanging heavy. Just slightly tuck the chin. We're going to go into a couple of roll downs. So I'm going to go this way just so you can see. So we start by standing tall. We tuck the chin and then we roll down the body vertebra by vertebra. Now really imagine that your arms are hanging heavy. When we get to the bottom, take a breath in. And on the breath out, give an extra squeeze of that belly button and start to stack your spine up. So the shoulders and the arms are still heavy, right up until we bring the shoulders back into position and then we lift the head. So just keep going with this. Relaxing down the spine, bending the knees if you need to. Taking a breath in. On the breath out, squeeze in that belly button, stack from the bottom of the spine, keeping those arms and shoulders hanging heavy until we bring the shoulders back up into position and head. Good, let's do a couple more. Rolling down. Taking a breath in. On the breath out, extra squeeze up with that belly button. Stacking the spine vertebra by vertebra. Standing tall. Last one. All the way down. Good, take a breath in. On the breath out, extra squeeze up with that belly button. Stacking up vertebra by vertebra. Good. And we're going to take it down onto our mat. So starting on our mat, we're going to warm up our whole body. So we're going to go into a knee plank. Now to start off, what we're going to do is we're going to place the hands underneath our shoulders. Take a minute here and just pull that mat apart. Engage the shoulders and then release. So feel the difference between relaxing into the shoulders and pulling the mat apart with your palms and relaxing. So just warm those shoulders up a little bit. Pull apart and relax. Pull apart and relax. Good. Now, we're going to take it onto our elbows. So our elbows are underneath our shoulders. We're engaging out, so we're pushing those elbows away from us. And then we take one leg, and we're just going to lengthen it back behind us. Then we're going to place that knee down. Take the other leg, pull it back behind you, and take the other knee down. Now what we're trying to do here is we're trying to create a really stable base for this plank. So we want to pull the belly button in, pull the mat apart with our elbows, and bring the chest forwards through our arms. We're just going to hold it here, breathing in and breathing out, keeping just a slightly tucked pelvis. Keep a straight back, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Really pull that belly button up away from the mat. And out. 2 more breaths. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Take it back and just give yourself a little relax. Stretching out. Now, we're going to set ourselves up for our Pilates press-ups to try and get those arms working as hard as they should do. So you've got a couple of options here. Option number one, we come back into this all four position. So our knees are underneath our hips and our arms are underneath our shoulders. We want to keep engaged, so keep that belly button lifted up and just slightly tuck the pelvis. So try to avoid kind of an arch in your back. Imagine like it's a table, pulling that belly button in. Now, with Pilates, when we talk about Pilates press-ups, we aren't thinking about the traditional press-ups. So instead of pushing out the chest, we pull the arms in. So it's almost like we're trying to brush the ribs with the side of our arms. So from this position, all we are doing is keeping that belly button pulled in, keeping that back straight. And we're just bending at the elbow and pushing up. So we bend at the elbow, keep those elbows near our wrists and push up. Now what we don't do is we don't try and get lower and lose that back. So keep it strong and up. Now you've got another option here. Option number two is we take the legs back a little bit more, okay? Then we tuck the pelvis and bring our chest through. So we've still got a straight back, but we're a little bit less supported by our legs. And we take it down, push up. Take it down, push up. So both positions are still working the back of the arms. So choose whichever one is right for you today, and we're going to go for 10, okay? So I'm going to go into this kneeling position, so the quadruped position. Knees separate, hip socket distance, arms separate. Set it up first by pulling apart with the arms so your shoulders are engaged. Take a breath in. On the breath out, just bend at the elbow and push up. So sometimes it helps to breathe out at the hardest part of the movement. So you can breathe in, push as we push up. Keep those elbows in. Push. Good. We're on 5. We've got 5 more. Push. 4. Push. 3. Push. 2. Push. And 1. Push. Good. Relax it back. Give your arms a bit of a stretch. Back up. And just give yourself a little stretch out before we carry on. So we're going to go into something that we call the swan. So it's really good for our upper back. So we take it all the way down onto the mat here. We're going to have our hands by our shoulders, elbows in, okay, towards our ribs. Now we start by pulling in that belly button up off the mat. Okay, imagine you've got a little marble underneath your belly button. Our head comes down to the mat. We take a breath in. On the breath out, pull the belly button in and just lift the back of the head up towards the ceiling and release. So lifting the head along and release. So we're not squishing the back of the head to reach up. We're staying horizontal to the mat, keeping that belly button in. Good. 3. 2. 1. Good. Now we bring the hands in front of us. So our palms are down onto the mat. We're going to take our forehead down onto the mat. Keep that belly button engaged. Shoulders away from our ears though, so we're still opening the chest. From here, all we do is exactly the same again. So take a breath in, belly button in. We lift the back of the head up, and then we bring the arms up to meet it and release down. Good. So belly button in. Lift the back of the head. Bring the arms up. And down. Good. Lift, 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 and down. Let's do 3 more. Lift, lift. 2. Pull that belly button up. 3. Good. And release down. We're going to take it over onto our side now. So setting up strong shoulders, we're going to go into a side plank, or a version of the side plank. So our elbow comes underneath our arm, and we're strong in this position, okay? So we're not resting down into our shoulder. We're pushing away from the mat with the elbow, engaging the shoulders and keeping that waist lifted. Now, our legs are stacked one on top of the other, okay? So our knees are on top of each other and our feet are on top of each other. From here, all we're going to do is we're going to take a breath in, and on the breath out, we're just going to lift the hips up off the mat. So breathing in and breathing out. Now see if you can take that resting arm down off the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. In and out, keep lifted, and in and out. Good. Take those hips down. Take it all the way down to the mat now. So our arm is long, our ear is to our arm, and we're going to keep the bottom leg bent along the mat. So we've got a 90-degree between our torso and our thigh. The top leg comes straight out of the hip, okay? So we're not up and we're not forwards. We're straight out that hip, keeping that alignment, pulling the belly button in and pulling that waist up off the mat. Keep your shoulder away from your ear. Pointing the toe, all we're going to do is just rotate round that leg. So we're going to take it round for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach that leg long and reverse. 10, 9. Try not to wobble. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now flex the foot. So we push the heel away from us. And then we externally rotate that leg. So we're pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift that leg up, keeping that waist lifted, so don't collapse here, and squeeze down, pulling those thighs together. So we lift and squeeze. Good. Lift, squeeze. 4, squeezing down. 5, don't lose that ab work. 6, squeeze. 7, squeeze. 8, squeeze. 9, nearly there, squeeze. And 10, squeeze. Good. Now, place the feet towards you, so towards me. Keep that foot flexed. Keep the hips stacked on top of the other, so try not to roll forwards or back here. You want to keep straight. Belly lifted up off the mat, and we're going to bring that leg forward just a little, okay? So keep that stack of your hip. We're going to kick, point the toe and pull back. So trying not to arch our torso. Keeping that strength. And that's half the work. Pull back. Good. Kick, pull. Kick, pull. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now give yourself a cuddle. Lovely. Take it over onto our backs. Take the leg that we've just worked, place the elbow on that knee. Make sure that you're resting that head down, okay, so we're taking all the tension out of the upper body. We're going to push that knee away from us and then pull in with the other leg to give ourselves a really nice glute stretch. Using the thigh to give an extra bit of release. Good, take a breath in. On the breath out, just pull that leg in a little bit more. Good, taking a breath in and releasing as we pull in. So really stretch out that glute. Lovely. Come on up and we're going to take it to the other side. So again, setting ourselves up into that side plank. We're going to make sure that our elbow is underneath our shoulder and keep yourself lifted up. So it's almost like you've got that triangle of space here. We're not squishing it down. Lift. Our knees come up so they're bent, hips stacked on each other, and our knees are stacked on each other, and our ankles are stacked on each other. Keep the shoulder away from the ear, so try not to bunch up. Just use the top as a bit of a rest for your fingertips. Take a breath in, and on the breath out, lift up those hips. Good. If you can, take your stabilizing arm away. If not, just let it rest. So we take a breath in, take a breath out. In and out. In and out. In, last one, and out. Good. Take those hips down, give your arm a little stretch. I'm going to do the leg series again over onto the other side. So arm to ear, ear to arm. We're going to pull that belly button in, pull that waist in, stack the hips one on top of each other. We're going to bend the bottom leg, so we've got a 90-degree angle here and here. And the top leg is just straight out of our hip. Shoulder down away from our ears. And we're just going to rotate around, pointing the toe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted and reverse. Take it around for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, flex the foot, so push that heel away from you, and externally rotate, so we're pointing those toes up towards the ceiling. Keep your tiny little marble gap right underneath throughout the whole of the exercise. So we're going to lift up without squeezing down on the waist and pull in. Good, so up, squeeze, up, squeeze. Good. 4, 5, 6, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 8, and 9, and 10, squeeze. Good. Now, point the toes towards you. Keep your heel pushing away. We're going to bring that leg forward without rotating in the hip, so keep yourself stacked. And we're going to kick, point the toe, pull back. So we kick, point the toe, pull back. Kick, point, pull back. So make sure we've got that waist lifted. And pull. Good. And pull halfway. And pull. Kick, pull. Kick, pull. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Pull that leg in. Give yourself a cuddle. And then take it over onto your back. Rest that head and neck down. Ankle comes onto the knee. And we just pull in for a really nice stretch. taking a breath in, taking a breath out. Can't relax my head properly with my hair. Take a breath in, and on the breath out, just release. That's better. Good. Last time, take a breath in. On the breath out, pull that leg in to just deepen that stretch. Good. So we're going to go into a little bit of an ab series now. So the key thing here is to avoid tensing in the neck. So it's really, really key for us in Pilates to make sure that we're using those muscles as effectively as we possibly can. So what we're doing, we're going to start just as we have been, lying on our back, knees bent, feet apart. So you've got that hip socket distance. Try to avoid pulling your knees in together. From here, we're going to take our hands and interlock them just at the back of the head, so right at the bottom of the back of the head. Our elbows are just about in our peripheral vision. They do not crease in. They stay exactly where they are throughout the whole of this movement. We take a breath in and just pull that belly button in slightly without pushing the very lower part of the back into the mat. So keep that slight curve. We're going to take a breath in, and on the breath out, we're going to squeeze the belly button, squeeze the pelvic floor, and lift the head, neck, and chest up, hinging from the ribs. Breathing in as we take it down. So breathing out. Breathing in as we take it down. Now try to relax the head back into those hands. Making sure that we're keeping the belly button pulled in all the time, even when we're releasing down. It makes it work, makes those abs work so much more. Good. Let's do 4 more. So lifting from that hip, it's this hinge here. And 3. Good. 2, pull that belly button in. And 1. And good. Pulling that belly button in. Take one leg and just give it a bit of a stretch out, so pull it in. The other leg reaches long along the mat. So we're going to keep this long leg hovered slightly. Keeping our shoulders down, our arms pulling in on the leg, we're going to switch. And switch. Good. Switch. And switch. Now you can either stay here, or if you want that little bit of ab workout, hold here, pull that belly button in, lift the head, neck and chest up, and just look as if you're looking towards your toe. So you keep a nice gap here. And switch. Switch. Good. Switch. Switch. Keep that chest lifted. Keep that belly button in. Lift. And switch. Good. And switch. We go 3, 3, and 2, 2, and 1, 1. Good. Lift that chest a bit higher. Pull that belly button in. Shoulders down. Good. And relax all the way down. Lovely. We're going to set up into our Pilates 100 now. So, to do this, pull that belly button in, pull that pelvic floor in, but keep that tiny little gap, that tiny little marble underneath your spine. We're going to keep the arms down away from us, so again, relaxing out those necks. Belly button pulls in, arms up down the side. Pulling the belly button in, we're going to stretch forward with those arms. We're going to hinge at the ribs, slowly lift up so we're looking towards our neck. So just slightly tuck the chin. And we're going to pump the arms. So we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. And in, 2, 4, 5, and out. in, and out, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. Use those whole arms in and out. Pull that belly button in and out, and in, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And slowly relax down. Lovely. Let those shoulders just release. Pull that belly button in. Stretch those arms long. Really focus on pulling up here. So we don't begin the movement by lifting up at the head. We start by lifting that chest up, and then we just tuck the head, lifting through. We'll do 5 more like this. Breathe in and out, and in and out. Use that whole arm. Breathe in and out, and in and out, and in and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Relax it down. Pull it in and give yourself a cuddle. Good. Stretching those arms and legs long, reaching through, pulling those toes away from those fingers. Good. And then bringing it back, coming over onto your side. We're going to do a little bit of a extra added ab workout. So we visited this in the first week. We're going to take it all the way down to the mat and set ourselves up so we've got that belly button pulled in, pelvic floor up, slight gap. We're going to take one leg up into a 90-degree position. Then we take the other leg up into a 90-degree position. Hinging at the hip, all we're going to do is hinge down, squeeze up, down, squeeze up. So we're not lengthening the leg out like this. We're just hinging, keeping that 90 degree, pulling up. So it's all in the abs. Hinge, squeeze up. Good. Squeeze. We've got 3 more of this leg. Good. 3, 2. Pull that belly button in. 1. Other side. 10. Hinge. Shoulders away from your ears. 3, 4. Keep that belly in. 5, 6. Nearly there. 7, 8, 9. Abs are burning. 10. Good. And give yourselves a cuddle. Bring the feet back down onto the mat, knees bent. Keep your hip socket distance apart, so make sure your knees aren't touching. Place the hands down beside you. We're going to pull that pelvic floor up and pull that belly button in, keeping that slight gap at the lower part of our back. We're going to now tuck our pelvis, so we flatten the lower back and we lift our glutes up. So we go from a neutral spine where we're engaged, but we've still got that slight curve, to a tucked position where our lower back is flat on the mat and our glutes are lifted. So just start to warm the lower back up here, tucking and releasing, keeping that belly button in all the time. Tucking and releasing. Tuck and release. Good. Now tuck, roll up the back, vertebra by vertebra, until you're in a ski slope position. Just check that your shoulders are down away from your ears. Keep yourself strong. Take a breath in
Take a breath out and start to lie the spine back down onto the mat. Keeping yourself tucked until the lower back touches the mat, and then we release into neutral. So rolling, taking it up, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the abs in, straight line from your knee to your hip to your shoulders, and then slowly roll down the back, keeping your pelvis tucked until the lower back touches, and then you can release. Good. This time we're going to take it up, rolling up, and we're going to take it halfway. So we're not going to curl that spine down, we're just going to take it down, squeeze up, down, squeeze up, 3, squeeze, keep those knees apart, and 5, squeeze, 6, squeeze, 7, squeeze, 8, and 9, 10. Good. Hold it up. Hips up to pulse up for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze up and slowly release down. Feet come together, knees come together, so we're pushing our thighs together. Slowly rolling up the back again to that ski slope position. Take a breath in, take it halfway down, squeeze up. Halfway down, squeeze up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Keep that belly button in. 8, 9, squeeze the thighs. 10, hold it up. Now we push up with those hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up and slowly release it down. Good. Take the ankle to the knee and just go back into that figure 4 stretch. So just releasing out the glutes. Taking a breath in. And the breath out, just pull it in that little bit more. Take a breath in, release out. On the breath out, just give a squeeze in. Taking a breath in last time. On the breath out, squeeze. Swap it over. Ankle to knee. And just bring it in. Letting your shoulders relax down the mat, letting your head heavy. So we're not tensing in the body to pull that leg in. Our thigh helps us do that on its own. Take a breath in. Last time, take a breath out. Pull that in. Good, release up. Bring it over to the side. Come up to sitting tall. Let's just do a little bit of a release out for those hips. So feet together and just try to sit tall here. Okay, so we've got straight back, our shoulders are down away from our ears and our knees are out. You may only be able to get your knees here, absolutely fine. If you need to bring your feet forward a little, again, absolutely fine. Just find the position that works for you. We're going to just push down with those knees. So it's almost just like beating down the knees. So we pulse them, pulsing down. If you've got tight legs, this one's a really good one for you. Good, and then take a breath in and then push down with those knees. So sometimes it helps us to kind of pull that belly button in, stretch forward slightly, keeping it straight back and push with those elbows. Sometimes we can push down here. Sometimes it's Good enough just to push down with those knees and pull that belly button forwards towards your heels. And pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Good. Trying to let those hips just relax out. I know it sounds weird, relaxing when it feels like it's work, but it's really good, I promise. And push down with those heels, pull that belly button forwards and release those shoulders. Last time we push, 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 push. So pulse, 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 pulse. And squeeze that belly button in, bring the belly button forward towards the heels and push down. Just keeping that back straight, keeping those shoulders down away from our ears. Good, taking a breath in, taking a breath out. In and out. Good, release those legs out and you guys are done. Don't forget to tag me if you do your workout. So tag me, let me know where you're doing it, whether it be a hotel room or you snuck away from the kids for 5 minutes. But make sure to tag me on Instagram or Facebook and I'll see you next week.